know. What is it? If you don't know, now you know.
I guess if you was in the privacy of your own home.
Or somebody's home.
Exactly. Yeah. You wasn't a threat to nobody.
You keep your dirty laundry outside.
Lop his face.
You know what I'm going to do? Let me stock up.
Okay. All right, then.
You good?
Let's hit it.
All right.
Ready to
All
go.
right. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. Hello and welcome back to Date with the Divas. We hope you have been enjoying our videos. If you haven't subscribed, please take a second to click on that subscribe button and don't forget to like our videos and also hit on that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest and greatest. And what do I say? I guess you won't regret it because what? The Divas are a sure thing, right? I know, right? That sounds weird, but
Never heard you say that.
You obviously don't watch.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. You got that entourage, right? You caught that, right? Thank you. All right, y'all, grab your beverage of choice. And then, Antrice, what you got for us?
Well, the tea tonight is straight from Paris. For those of you who don't know, there's a little something called the Olympics going on in Paris, France right now. And there are lots of stories, lots of scandals coming out of Paris this year, but we're only going to focus on 2 hot topics. The first is regarding our girl, Simone Biles. We've done a couple of stories about her, but she's being accused of cyberbullying by MyKayla Skinner. Do you guys know MyKayla Skinner?
Wasn't she like in the 2020 Olympics?
She was. I mean, I wasn't familiar with her by name.
She placed silver in one of the individual categories.
In one? Oh, sorry.
And it was because Simone pulled out that she was even able to compete, which is an interesting coincidence. Because in the 2024 trials, when they were establishing the Olympic team, Simmons got herself on Instagram and made a video criticizing the ladies who had been selected. She said, and I quote, my source for this story is NBC News and E! Online. Those are my sources. So her video was a few minutes long, but I'm just going to summarize. But one of the quotes was, "I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't what it used to be. Obviously, a lot of the girls don't work as hard." Now, she said this after the young ladies had qualified and we knew they were.
And she didn't qualify.
She's retired. She retired.
Oh, she's retired. Okay, my bad.
After she won her silver medal, she retired and had a baby. So now she just kind of comments on the gymnastics.
Okay.
She also commented that 2021 Olympic all-around champion Sunny Lee did not have a, quote, gymnastic body, which attracted a lot of scrutiny. And she made reference to Safe Sport, the organization that was established in response to the Larry Nassar sexual abuse scandal, where he was abusing all the gymnasts. Yeah. She said that scandal basically was in part to blame for what she viewed as a decline in the quality of coaches in the gymnastic world today. So that original video in June received a tremendous amount of backlash. And so she deleted it. She pulled it and she did a full, very humble apology. She said, "I want to formally apologize to Team USA." I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read the first paragraph. "I want to formally apologize to Team USA and to our gymnastic community for my comments during my recent YouTube episodes of the gymnastics Olympics trials. It was not my intention to offend or disrespect any of the athletes or to take away from their hard work. Your hard work and dedication has paid off, and I congratulate each and every one of you." Now, this came after the backlash to her comments. So let's fast forward to August. And the US team has been doing the most. They have been winning all the medals, all the
While I'm reading it, I'm hearing violins in the background.
Crimea River.
Yeah, what?
Right.
Continue.
River.
So when they did their first round of winning, Simone did a little shady post. I'm trying to find it.
It says
Lack
of
of
talent,
talent,
lazy.
lazy Olympic champions.
Okay, so everybody felt like that was shade towards MyKayla.
Hello.
And
MyKayla then got another wave of backlash, and MyKayla did a video where she basically begged Simone, could you please call off your dogs? I already apologized for this. I called you and made it clear that I was not talking about you. My family's being threatened. My child is being threatened. Even her coach, or no, her lawyer, somebody that works for her, is being
Yeah.
threatened.
Her agent. It was her agent. Her agent.
So she said, please, girl, stop. Simone,
Talking about let's build each other up, not tear each other down. Oh, now
Now it's
Right.
about now.
Don't start none, won't be none.
Thank
If
you.
you, thank you. If Woody would have gone to the police, this would have never happened. If you didn't open your damn mouth and kept your trap shut.
You kept your opinions to yourself.
Also,
I mean,
You
you
always
could have
play
had
the
an
victim.
opinion, but what she had was disparaging. I mean, come on. You
exactly.
can't say
Right.
what you said. What is it? I said what I said,
I
right?
said-
You can't say what
Stand it. You said it.
yeah, you said it, and then I mean, come on. Your words were harmful.
Right.
And
And
if you're like
and-
not,
And to be clear, like I don't think any of us are saying that cyberbullying is okay. We've been over
Exactly.
this in
We
a
don't
different
agree with
episode.
that, but
We're not saying
hello.
we're not saying that we like it's okay for her to be getting death threats. It's not even
I don't condone it.
But you said what you said. Yeah, you and Simone, because she said she called Simone. Now I saw on another thing that Simone had commented on on her apology and was like, I'm proud of you or whatever for apologizing or something like that.
yeah,
Apologizing.
she didn't say I forgive you. She just said
right.
I'm proud of
But
you.
Simone is still gonna stand up for her teammates, her current teammates. And you said
Absolutely.
you called them lazy, you called them lack of talent. So yeah, she threw shots back. And now homegirl's up there crying, talking about Simone, please, make them stop. It's not Simone's responsibility to make them stop. And
in this culture,
obviously
between
have her
50s,
number.
beehives, they're gonna come for you.
Right. You could have called her and had that conversation privately if you thought she could do something, but now you're trying to make it like it's her responsibility. And it's not.
No.
You
talk about
started it.
somebody's body, a person who apparently won a gold and a silver.
Well,
Please.
it was my understanding that the Sunni Lee
Yes.
thing. Yeah. Because I was gonna say
she did well, did she not?
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
right.
you're a hater. You hate that you have decided to become a parent and forfeit
You
your
missed the
career.
spotlight.
That's a decision that you made. No one else made.
And
But you
she
see in her
also got-
apology how she used it as escape, like she's dealing with it, and whatever that last paragraph that was basically saying I'm dealing with it personally and realizing that my comments were coming from a place of hurt. Girl, bye. You should have thought that before you put it out there. Think it in your head before it comes out your mouth.
Mhm.
Write it down maybe and see and
Thank you.
reread it.
Record the
reread
video,
it.
go back, and then before you put it on YouTube, be like,
Thank
wait
you.
a minute, maybe I
You know how
should.
you
Go
type it.
go talk to Chris Brown. He know all
Yeah.
about that.
You know how those things, like you see someone type a text message and they be like delete.
Right.
Okay.
That's what you should do.
Or no, K.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you were gonna say something.
I feel like it's gotten to a point where why do people apologize anymore? Like, because I feel like in the beginning of cancel culture, the
Yeah.
thing
Mhm.
was you say the wrong thing, you come out with an apology. If your apology's bullshit, you go back, you rewrite it, you make it sound really authentic and heartfelt, then you are forgiven. But it just seems like nowadays people don't even care about an apology because
You should have shut your mouth up from the
You said
beginning.
what you said.
yes, you
meant
should have
what you
never said it in the first place. But after I apologize, at what point are you willing to let it go?
Right, with meaning those that are to accept the apology,
yeah.
right? It's true because
They'll let it go when the next
we
thing happens. When the next
Exactly.
big thing
No, I
happens.
mean, I'm talking about like Simone. Obviously, Simone and the team, because Simone did have a response to the begging. She said, quote, this is news. It's important. I'm quoting Simone. It's important that you have to teach them to use their voices. She's saying, I spoke up for my team.
My team.
Mhm.
And if not, you be the voice for the voiceless, which is what she felt like, she was standing up to the bully for the young. But I just feel like, okay, the lady said the thing she said.
right.
We're upset and offended,
Yes.
as was the whole world. The whole
Yes.
world got her together, slapped her upside her head, all the way down the street. You didn't have to do anything. The world kicked her out. She came out and she apologized to you. And then she even called the girls and apologized to them.
Yes.
3 months later, Simone is still hot about it. I don't know.
Oh well,
I mean, that's just how she feels. Like, that's her team.
Why did I apologize?
I mean,
Exactly.
just because you
Well,
apologize
maybe why
doesn't
did
mean
you
I
open? Why
gotta.
did you open your mouth?
Right.
She apologized
You
because
as
she
the
realized
what did they
what
say?
happened.
Just because when you hurt me, my healing time is my healing time. I'm not doing
Absolutely.
it on your dime.
Absolutely.
Just because you've apologized, I still have hurt because those remarks and those statements were disparaging. So just because you apologize, I'm supposed to get up and go and say, okay, I'm good. No, you affected me. You affected my team. That's it's jacked up. Just
She
because
wrote,
you were in a place.
she wrote something and she did not even take the opportunity, the moment to say, my words, how would they affect these people?
Exactly. But you know what?
She didn't
That's
care.
some people's motive. You backtrack after you've Karen'd it,
Yes. Yes.
and now all of a sudden it's like, oh, but you wasn't thinking about that beforehand. But if you can't say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all.
At all.
And if you do apologize, that's got to be just coming from a place of knowing it may not be accepted. Or
Thank
it may
you.
be accepted in time. You're not
That is
apologizing
exactly-
to
People
get
aren't
the
obligated to
situation.
accept your apology.
Yeah,
That's exactly it.
I think she felt Simone had accepted the apology.
Right,
She was a little confused.
And maybe she had, and maybe maybe something sparked up again in her. Like,
Maybe Simone
maybe people
didn't
was
accept
coming
the
for the
apology.
team. Maybe people
She
were
just
coming
said,
for
like
the team
Joe
or
said,
something.
she said,
That's
okay.
a good point. Maybe the other girls were
Exactly.
still, hurt by it. Yeah.
Right.
Because again, we don't know the discussion, but what was provided to us, she just said, I'm proud of you for her
Exactly.
action.
It's a difference
She
between
didn't
saying, I
say,
accept your
"Oh."
apology.
So we don't know, but
Right.
Alicia, did you have something to add? Is she still with us?
Alicia, you going on a break?
Oh, maybe she's
You on a coffee break?
oh well.
Girl done left the building. That's why
No
her
more
picture's not
pictures.
showing.
Exactly. We ain't got no pictures.
No
This is like
pictures.
the Zoom at work when you don't put your pictures so you can go off and do.
And they're like, excuse me, Jennifer, are you there, Jennifer? Okay, we'll get back to Jennifer.
Right.
We'll get back to that.
Please dock Jennifer for today's pay.
Be like, my internet wasn't working.
And Jennifer ain't on mute. Okay.
But Entourage, jump down in the comments and let us know where you stand on this topic. Do you think Simone was right to be mad months later? Do you feel like she was cyberbullying? Do you think she should have accepted the apology? Or do you agree with the rest of the divas that no, I don't have to accept your apology and I can keep going off till the end of time? Let us know what you think. And so we're going to stay in Paris. This time, the hot tea is coming from Miss Serena Williams. I don't know if you guys heard.
Yes. Yes.
Serena is not competing. She is just there as an icon. I don't know if
It's
you
a
saw her
spectator.
in the opening ceremonies on the boat with the flame. She was spectacular. She's there enjoying the Olympics with her husband and her children, and they were visiting the Peninsula, which is, for those of you who don't know, it's a 5-star hotel. There's one in LA.
I've been there. It's good.
It is. It's wonderful, but very, very, very expensive.
Yes,
Bring your
very.
coins with you when you arrive, and your
Yeah.
reservation. As Miss
Exactly.
Williams found out, you need your coins and your reservation, because she tried to dine at the rooftop restaurant there and she was denied entry. And she wanted all of us to know about it. She got on, is this X or is this Instagram?
Just look like X.
Yeah, it's X.
She wrote, "Yikes, Peninsula Paris. I've been denied access to rooftop to eat in an empty restaurant of nicer places, but never with my kids. Always a first. Hashtag Olympics 2024. So we can all read the subtext of this. When we see people that look like us who get denied access, we kind of wonder, well, what was that about? But the Peninsula were very quick to respond. And they wrote, "Dear Mrs. Williams, please accept our deepest apologies for the disappointment you encountered tonight. Unfortunately, our rooftop bar was indeed fully booked, and the only unoccupied tables you saw belonged to our gourmet restaurant, Le Oiseau Blanc, which was fully reserved." Read the company's first reply on Monday. "We have always been honored to welcome you and will always be to welcome you again. Signed, the Peninsula Paris." So, Divas, what do you think? Do we think, why do we think Miss Williams was denied entry?
I don't know. That's a hard call because it's like you said, mine goes to like, oh, you just denied her because you didn't know who she was. She's just some black woman coming up with kids.
Because they said she was unrecognizable.
Right.
Yes,
and
they
I was
did.
like,
They
why
later
does he
said they
keep...
didn't recognize her.
And I was like, why do we keep
relevant?
making that
Yeah,
point?
exactly.
If your argument was we were fully booked and we would have asked anyone to wait downstairs, why does it matter if the
She was
person working there recognized her?
Nice turn that.
Because either way, what was he gonna be like? Oh, Serena Williams, let me get a picture. All right, now go wait downstairs in the bar. Like, you know, and so it's hard.
They probably would have made a table. They would have like in Goodfellas, they would have added that front table in what you call it,
or made someone else wait.
Thank you.
But it's like, okay, I don't know. So it's
yeah,
like
you don't know because you weren't there. You
yeah,
know?
I wasn't there. I don't know what the attitude was of the person. Like, you know, did she read it wrong, or was she really reading that vibe? You know, sometimes you get that vibe from people of like, you just don't want to let me in.
Yeah, and then you know, also too, like it seemed like she said that it was empty, right? But
Right.
Yeah, she did.
They said
they would-
no, we're fully. There was only unless
two tables.
Yeah, like there was two tables. Were there people? And then she just didn't see the two people because I can't see her saying, "Oh dang, I see all these people and it's empty because there's two tables there." Like, you just kind of want to understand the true situation. I don't know.
Your story, her story, and the truth.
Right.
Well, when I jumped down into the comments reading this story, I noticed that a lot of people felt like there was a sense of entitlement
on her part.
Yes, that she walked in expecting the restaurant to accommodate her and offended because all of us have been in a situation where we go and they're like, we can't accommodate you tonight. We're fully
especially like if the Olympics are there.
Yes, we busy right now.
Right.
So we've all I think most adults who go out to eat have been in a situation where you go and they say we can't accommodate you, and so you go to the next place.
Yeah.
But it seemed like Serena felt like she should have been accommodated, and a lot of people in the comments felt like, well, why?
And that's why I kind of feel like either there's more to it, we're missing something. Because, okay, maybe she felt entitled, but then that would have been a lie for you to say that the restaurant
was empty. It was empty.
Right? Or was it really empty and the restaurant is saying something that is not true? Like, that's why I'm like,
right. And if they did tell you to
I wish there was pictures or something.
If they told you to wait
I
at
don't
the
know
bar,
what your mom is like, but when I go out to eat with my mom and the restaurant tells us we have to wait, you know, the half hour, 45 minutes, whatever. My mom is good for look at that empty table. Look at that empty table. Look at that empty table. Why are they making us wait when there's empty table? I'm like, Mom, you don't know where they are in the
Right.
process of seeing people.
If
Just
they don't have that section
Right,
is
your
empty
mom
because
would
there's
have
no
said-
servers.
But
Exactly.
your mom could confirm that there were people and then there were some empty tables. What we're getting from her is that it was
It
an
was empty.
restaurant.
That's
So
what I pictured from her tweet. I was like, oh, okay.
I would find that hard to believe that the Peninsula
Right.
restaurant was empty during
exactly.
the Olympics.
So use your
So maybe
words,
two
right?
empty tables to her was empty. Like, like you said, Audrey, she was like, look at that table, look at that table. Why can't you sit me here? And it's like,
I'm
they
Serena
reserved.
Williams. You can sit me down.
And even still, I mean, I'm not in the, food industry, but I do understand that, each table goes to whatever section, waitress, waiter,
Yeah.
or whatever. And so it's just because it's empty, maybe there's not necessarily
Yeah,
a,
we can sit you there. Ain't nobody gonna serve you.
yeah,
Exactly. Or just like they said, it is reserved.
Mhm.
Yeah, the
It
people
could
are
have been
coming.
a business party that was coming,
They're
and
coming.
Right.
And
They're
gonna
coming,
check their
and it was a
table.
business part, a business section or whatever, and it happened to be reserved for somebody. So, like Joe said, I feel like there's like missing pieces.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They are missing pieces,
The
but
restaurant at the Peninsula is serving a lot of important people. So how do we prioritize,
Right.
It wasn't important enough. How about-
Like, didn't you see me
Again,
holding the
if-
torch?
but again, if you coming in there with your non-made up face,
Mhm.
I could possibly be like,
Who are you?
Coming to
Okay,
the
girl.
peninsula, right? Like, what?
Girl, LeBron's in town. Like, that's what I'm looking for.
hey, so shit, I'm looking for Shelly Frazier. I'm looking for the U.S. soccer team. I'm looking for Trinity Rodman. You girl, you coming in like, I'm looking for some pink braids. But you coming in looking like you might as well have put a bonnet on your head, and maybe then I'm looking at you like, what we doing here? No, I don't recognize you.
You guys are wrong.
I'm back
You are
tomorrow.
wrong.
Come back for lunch. How about that? Boo-boo?
Take a reservation.
They
Call
were
us.
sparing her. They were
Call before
sparing
you
her.
come.
Dermot,
They were
Dermot,
sparing her.
Wait, Dermot.
Dermot.
They were sparing her, because
Thank
I
you.
went to a famous restaurant in New York, and so they took my reservation online, right? I get in there, and then I sit at the table. I have my guests, one or two, and then they're rushing me out. I was like, you know how much this dinner is gonna cost me, and you're rushing me out? Well, then
She said,
I will take
"Cost
my
me."
because I was in New York, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, if that's the case, I will take my business elsewhere.
You're like, I'm gonna go sit down.
But
and
but
eat
Boo Boo,
and
you
enjoy my
got
food.
in. She did.
You got in. At least you got
You
in.
got
Wait,
seated.
she had a reservation.
Exactly.
She had a reservation.
She
You
paid
gotta
to
follow
stay-
the
stay.
rules, young lady. Miss Serena, follow the rules.
Yeah.
But I want to be so famous where I could just walk up to five-star restaurants
Yeah,
and
right?
expect to be seated without a reservation. That's
But
good
you know
for me.
what?
Come up and be
No
like,
matter
"Just
what,
know."
my face would be beat.
We going to the Peninsula. Hold on, real quick.
And I guess maybe she
You're
wasn't.
gonna recognize me.
Yeah, especially if you're banking on being recognized. Look like what the people are expecting.
Eyebrows and all.
Lashes blinking.
Entourage, let us know what you think. Was the Peninsula being racist, being shady,
Shady.
or Serena being a little bit too entitled
A
and
queen.
not understanding she wasn't the only superstar athlete in town that day?
What?
Maybe her kids was being a little rowdy, and it was like, oh, we don't want them kids.
They saw the stroll and it was like, mm-mm,
They was like, no.
Not up in here. No strollers up in
not
here.
up in here.
But if you got this far in the video, you must have had a good time. So do us a favor and hit that like button. It helps get our video out there so that other people can enjoy it. And why not become a subscriber? We drop tea every single week, and we always try to have a good time with it. So that's it for
Let's
us
do a
tonight.
thing.
This was a short one. Y'all don't want to talk about the
Right. Short and
Y'all don't want to
What
talk
you wanna
about
talk
the
about, Lava?
soccer
We
team?
good, y'all. We good. We good.
Good? Y'all don't want to
We
talk
want
about
to talk about lava. Wait, we'll
you
do an
folks is
extra.
going to the goal. They're playing in the goal match.
All right. Okay. Lava with
They
the
beat Germany.
soccer highlights.
Right?
That was a nice shot, wasn't it?
Very nice shot.
What we're talking about?
Trinity Rodman hooked that up.
She certainly did.
Football. we're
No,
talking-
wait a second. I'm a liar. Sorry.
No,
That
it was
Sophia Smith.
Smith.
Sophia Smith. Trinity did it in Japan.
Football. Soccer.
Not football, soccer.
Football. Soccer.
Oh, football,
Well, now
football,
it's
soccer.
football 'cause we in
Football,
Paris.
soccer.
What do they call it in the Olympics? They call it soccer or they call
They
it
call it soccer.
Soccer.
That's interesting.
Y'all know y'all want to talk about soccer. You know you
Let's
do.
talk about it. Talk about it.
You know you do. You know you do. Joe was like,
Talk
nah.
about that man with the big penis who missed out on gold.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
He went over the high bar and his penis got cut.
Come on,
Penis
that
I
denied.
thought it
was
was
like
AI. I thought it was AI at first, and I was
Yeah,
just like, nah.
no, it just looked a little no.
It looked a
No,
little
that
funny.
happened.
I know it happened, but the video just looked.
I think it was the
No.
way they were zooming in and stuff.
Come on, zoom in. It looked like they was just no. What y'all
What country
should
was
take
he
care
from? I
of
didn't see
is
that
those
one.
men in track. Put some cups on, something like do something.
But okay, but there's more drama in track with the like. I didn't realize torso first. Foot don't count. Torso count.
Oh,
Jamaica was heated. He was like, "Oh man, there was some drama going on in the Olympics.
Torso.
A lot.
There was a lot of
It's been
drama."
crazy.
And
A
then
lot
the
of
last
story
dude-
after story after
No, he
story.
was jogging. He was jogging. He swore he was going to win the medal, and then whoosh, whoosh.
I
got
kind of
knocked
felt
out.
that.
Then the
You
dude
watched
from I don't know which race it was. I forget that he came from the back. He came from
Yes,
the
that
back
was the
and ended
US.
up beating everybody. Everyone was
the
just like,
US.
"Oh, he's losing." I forget his name, Jordan somebody. I don't know which race it was, but it just popped up on my feed, and
Okay.
everyone was just like, "What's her name?" The Jamaican, well, no, the American, runner. She's a commentator, and they were just like, he was in the back. He was like, "Oh, he's losing, and he's in the back. He's falling to the back," and all of a sudden, you see him pushing himself.
Yeah,
And
the
he
road
came
runner.
back from sixth place, and he just started going and going. And when he got to that thing, that torso.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Right. Oh, who was that? Who? I know which
I forget
race
what
you're
his
talking
name
about.
is.
I remember.
And
I
then y'all
forget
gonna
what
have
his
to
name
edit
is.
this and put people's
the-
names up in there and
the US
remind people,
came in
right? Y'all ain't
second.
even ready for that. Nah,
I'm
we
sorry,
done.
I
We
wasn't
done.
prepared. I wasn't
But-
prepared. And, I'm sorry. I thought his
Nah.
name,
This could
and
be
I
a
don't even know what race
this
it
could be a
was.
short,
This
right?
is the Divas
Yeah, it
Uncut.
could be a short.
This ain't nothing. No short, nothing.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, we
We
just
don't have to
added
know
an
what we're
extra
talking about.
3
They
minutes.
can look it up. We sorry, y'all, but y'all should look. But watch the Olympics.
Y'all got homework, Entourage. Look it up.
Yes.
That's so
Drop
jacked
y'all
up.
in the comments and let us know who we talking about.
Dang.
Yeah,
All right.
you're not
Well,
ready for it. All
He
right.
was from an African country. Last name begins with the F.
Quincy Hall. Quincy Hall.
Oh, okay.
Quincy Hall. Oh, that race.
Quincy Hall. I was like, what's his name?
Yeah,
Quincy Hall.
US. Yes, US.
400. He was in the 400 meters.
400 meters. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He came from behind, and then sorry. Oh,
I was
what
like,
happened?
Joe about to trash this whole episode.
Nah, it's gonna
My
stay
bad.
right up in there.
Quincy Hall, y'all. Congrats, man.
We done. All right, Entourage. We love y'all. You know, they don't know how to act. They just don't know how to act, but we got it.
You already know. That's why my name is Lava.
I know, right? Just
And I just try to level people up.
Spill
That's
it
all.
over.
Au revoir, Entourage.
Under man.
stupid. All right, bye, y'all.